Hi, I'm Kathyrn Periac. I'm the National Manager for Paratriathlon for Triathlon Australia. I was born in a little country town called Kathyrn in New South Wales, Australia, and grew up in Canberra, which is Australia's capital city. I was really excited to be appointed to this role in August 2013 because this is a new sport. It's going to be a new sport in the Paralympic Games. There's never been a paratriathlon program, and it's an extraordinary opportunity for me to create a legacy. And the reason I was particularly attracted to this role was because this is a similar role I had for athletics way back leading into the 1996 Atlanta Paralympic Games, where I was the head coach, the first head coach for the Paralympic athletics team. So all that history and experience, and hopefully some of my skills, are the reason I was fortunate enough to be chosen for this role. This role is the first time there's been this role. It's the first time there's been a paratriathlon program because the sport is new into the Rio Paralympic Games. So I have to create a program from scratch, which means finding athletes, establishing systems and processes, developing a competition structure, educating all across the high performance sports sector, as well as working deeper down into the participation pathway to generate more athletes and people participating with disabilities in the wonderful sport of triathlon. The most exciting part of my job is unquestionably watching athletes go from raw beginners to progress into elite international competition and then have success in elite international competition. And to be able to share that journey is I'm very fortunate to be in that position. It's very important to bring this group together, and this camp here on the Gold Coast has been the first camp that's been held for the high performance group. Unlike in an able-bodied sport where most of the athletes, if not all of the athletes, have grown up together in the sport and have been educated from day one as they progress from a state squad to the national squad to the national under-23 squad and progress into and receive all the education along. These guys have gone from being uninvolved in triathlon or age group participation level athletes. Suddenly they've been identified because of their disability and athletic talent to go straight to elite. So these athletes have a lot to learn. When we first got here, they didn't even know everybody's names. And it's not just the athletes we have to educate, it's the coaches and support staff that are working with them so that they can best support the team when we finally get to Rio. My goal for this role is to establish a successful and sustainable high performance program for paratriathlon, to make sure that no matter who is in this role, there's a strong system and lots of good processes that will continue to support the athletes into the future. It's a new program, so we are hoping for some medal success in Rio, and we have established athletes like four-time world champion Bill Chaffee, but we also have a very high goal of being the top Paralympic nation by Tokyo 2020. And so I am maybe not going to be around in 2020, but I'm certainly establishing the base that will contribute to that success in 2020. Something a lot of people don't know about me is that one of my hobbies is working as a sports commentator in sports presentation, something I fell into by accident, working with athletes with disabilities. The commentators at events used to go and grab a coffee whenever the events for athletes with disabilities had come on, so not being a shy sort of person, I would grab the microphone and start to talk about the race and the incredible athletes that were on the track. And I apparently did okay at that, and nobody else was interested in doing it, so it's progressed, and I've been incredibly lucky to work at Olympic Games, Paralympic Games, Commonwealth Games, World Championships, all around the world, the Qatari School Olympics, and an incredible range of opportunities in my hobby.